There are some who can live without wild things, and some who cannot. These videos are the delights and dilemmas of ones who cannot. Welcome faculty, students, and community members. This is the Gunnison County Almanac panel. Together we draw inspiration from the genius and visionary work of Aldo Leopold. Our projects were locally focused here in a place that is near and dear to most of us, Gunnison County.
From OHV destinations such as Taylor Park and the Alpine Loop, world-renowned single-track mountain biking, gold medal fishing streams, abundant dispersed camping, and hiking in multiple designated wilderness areas, including the Fossil Ridge, the Gunnison Valley is an outdoor mecca that provides a wide array of opportunities for recreation. Like much of Colorado, the human footprint and traffic volume is growing in the Gunnison Basin. As a result, it is becoming increasingly challenging to balance outdoor recreation and other human land uses with the needs of fish and wildlife in our basin. Amidst these increasing human pressures, our projects explore how we can steward fish and wildlife with humility, respect, and deeper understanding going forward.
Alissa is part of the first MS in Ecology cohort, and Chloe is part of the MEM program. We were the first students to bridge the two master's programs in a collaborative project. We've worked together with Colorado Parks and Wildlife to research the influences of summer recreation on mule deer and Rocky Mountain elk in the Gunnison Basin. Alissa's project focuses on deer and elk behavioral influences from recreational trail use. Chloe focused on animal usage and occupancy responses with regards to distance to trail and recreation traffic.
For his project, Toby developed a fish and wildlife management plan for the Fossil Ridge Wilderness near the town of Gunnison. Toby's project informs and empowers local land managers to make carefully weighted fish and wildlife management decisions that respect and preserve wilderness character and ensure conservation of selected priority species that are faced with human pressures. Toby explores how wilderness managers are increasingly faced with difficult stewardship decisions in the context of scientific uncertainty, ambiguous law and policy, and competing values over what wilderness is and how it should be managed.
As the human imprint upon the land increases, we need to establish a common understanding about the trade-offs involved in land management decision-making and how fish and wildlife will bear the cost of future actions and developments. Facilitating open and transparent communication among stakeholders will be key to making informed land management decisions that respect the needs of fish and wildlife.
The Gunnison Basin landscape is a mosaic of private, state, and federal lands. Our projects demonstrate that it is becoming increasingly apparent that effective stewardship of fish and wildlife requires collaboration across ownership boundaries. Given shared jurisdiction over fish and wildlife, it is critical that federal and state agencies identify a common vision and manage towards shared goals to ensure the persistence and recovery of sensitive species in the Gunnison Basin.
As recreation pressures increase and climate change progresses, fish and wildlife in the Gunnison Basin will become more vulnerable and dependent on conservation measures. With collaborative, forward-thinking, and thoughtful stewardship, we aspire to conserve things natural, wild, and free here in the Gunnison Basin and beyond. Thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you back on Zoom.